Hi, I'm Janet from the Tips team, and today we're going to explore how to do a Hangout. That is a live Hangout using YouTube Live, which is what we use for the streams for our Tuesday after school specials. Now, why would you want to do a Hangout? Perhaps you're recording a process that you're teaching in class and you would like it automatically to be saved to YouTube so your students can access it wherever they are at any time. Maybe you're putting together a short little video to support teachers in terms of some teacher PD on something like Google Hangouts. Anyway, once you know the process, it's really straightforward. First time through, it seems sometimes a little clunky. So let's get started. Let's go first of all to YouTube. So youtube.com. And once you're in YouTube, you need to go over to the top right hand side here where you see your picture in the top right. Click in there and scroll down and you'll see there's something called the Creator Studio. Click on Creator Studio. When you're in your Creator Studio, the first thing that appears is your dashboard, as you can see on the left there. So any videos that you've made before, all of the many people who've watched your videos, there are widgets that you can add. I haven't done that yet. In the main part of your dashboard, there's a video manager, which is where you can go to delete your videos, change permissions on your videos, and so forth. Live streaming, which is where we're going to go in just a minute, and then other options down the side. Including even under create, there's audio that you can add to your videos, all sorts of other little things. But today we're just going to keep it simple. So to do live streaming, we're going to go to the live streaming tab, click on that. And this is where it's a little bit clunky. We're going to scroll down to events. Now, when you're in events, you now will have any events that you've put together down the side here. I'm going to go up to the top right and I'm going to click on New Live Event. So you're not going to click on Go Live Now, it's New Live Event. So now I will give my event a title. So my title will be How to Do a YouTube Live Hangout. And I can choose when I want it to be live. So yes, I would like it to be alive today, and I would like it to be right now, and I would like it to be public or unlisted or private. I'm actually going to make this private because I'm going to switch it on at another time. So only you can view, and I'm going to leave this as quick. I can add in a description. I'm going to do that later. Now I'm going to click on Go Live Now. Now the first thing that happens is it gives you an intermediary screen which says you will enter a Google Hangout on air so you can stream live from your webcam. If you meant to schedule it for later, click Cancel and edit your event time. Okay, I'm going to keep going. And it flashes the logo and sort of jiggles around a bit, and then finally you end up seeing your face. There we go. Okay, now I'm in my Google Hangout. It's going to look a little bit slow because I'm doing a Hangout of a Hangout. You'll see in the left-hand side here, there are a number of buttons. So the first one is chat. I can switch the chat on for my Hangout. And you can see now on the right, there's a place for a group chat. So as I show all of this to you, we're actually not live because I haven't clicked the Start Broadcast button yet. So remember when you're presenting that you can get yourself all ready, but then when it's time to go, you need to click on Start Broadcast. So let's do that. Let's click on Start Broadcast and then I'll show you how to share your screen and the merits and disadvantages of different ways of doing it. Okay, Start Broadcast. says you can broadcast for up to 8 hours. Okay, it says this Hangout on Air is live, and I can see that I'm there in it. And there's a link here of the title of it, how to do a YouTube live Hangout. And if I click on this link, it'll show me the YouTube URL of where this link is going to be and the video embed code. Now, so at the beginning of my presentation, I'll say, hi, I'm Janet from Tips, and talk a little bit about what we're going to do, and then I usually share my screen, get my face out of the picture. So to do that, I'm going to click in the screen share button on the left, and it says Google Hangouts wants to share the contents of your screen. Choose what you'd like to share. So if I share my entire screen, the benefit of this is that whatever window I click to, you will be able to see that window on the front. So if I want to show you a presentation that's in slides, I can show you that presentation. I can click a link and end up on my browser. I can maybe open another application. I know that whatever is on the front of my screen is going to be on the front of your screen. But the problem with that is a little unnerving at first, is that as soon as I click share and share my entire screen, it will share this screen that we're looking at, and it ends up sharing itself, sharing itself, sharing itself ad infinitum. And if you're trying to share something else on your screen, it's just confusing until you minimize that window. So the other option is to share instead the application window. So you can see here, I have another window open behind this that's looking at that live events and YouTube. So I could click on that and show that window. The issue with that is if I'm clicking from there to a different window, then that transition is not going to show on the live video. So I tend to like to keep to this one, but I think it's something you can play with and see what you're comfortable with, what works for you. So this is what happens when I click on your entire screen, and then I just quickly will minimize it. So I'll click share and watch what happens. It's a sharing itself, sharing itself, sharing itself. So the way to get past that is just to go to the top of that window and minimize it. And then now you're seeing the screen that I have behind it, and I can click from tab to tab, and those tabs are still visible. So now I'm sharing my screen. You'll see at the bottom of the screen, it says Google Hangouts is sharing your screen with Hangouts, and then there's a button to stop sharing. So what I'm going to do is show you that I have a little presentation here that reviews what we've done, and I'll link this presentation to the Hangout. So it's a little title page. All of this information is posted online on the Google site. First of all, we went up to the picture at the top here and down to Creator Studio. Then we went to live streaming. Then we went down to events. Then we went over, and we actually changed that to private so that we could play with it first. But if you're doing a live event, you're going to want to leave it either as public or as people who have the link. You add your title, you add your time, you add your description, or save it till later. You can choose whether you want to be live now or when you record. And then you're going to click on Go Live Now. So you're not clicking on that. There was another link higher up that says On Air Now or something, but you want the blue button that says Go Live Now. It'll remind you that if you want to have this displayed another time, you have to change that. And you'll just click Start Broadcast in order to broadcast. The URL is on the right, and all of those pictures that I showed you are on the left. So once you're broadcasting, it says you can broadcast to 8 hours, and up in the corner it will say you are live. And there are those pictures of some of those apps that we looked at. The ones you're most likely to use are the chat and the screen share, but you might use the drawing one as well. And here it shows the picture that we just talked about when you share your entire screen as opposed to just the application window, which is what we're doing. When we're done, we click on Stop Broadcast, And that's that. So let's stop sharing our screen and go and stop that broadcast. So stop sharing. There we go. So we closed off the screen, and now you can see I'm back in my Hangouts interface. I know you can see me, so I'm going to click on Stop Broadcast. And it says broadcast has been successfully terminated. So now I know that I'm no longer broadcasting, and I can just click on my little phone set here, and my Hangout will be over. I will leave the call. And that's when I say goodbye. But of course, we aren't really out because I'm another layer in right now. This video is a little bit like Inception today. So anyway, it says this Hangout is now over. A recording of the broadcast will now be uploaded to your YouTube channel and will automatically replace the live video players that were shared. Allow a few minutes for the upload and processing to complete. And that's that. So then we click on Close. And we're all done. Thanks for coming on this journey with me today, and I hope you have a chance to go and play with Google Hangouts. Give it a try for yourself. Bye.